The purpose of today's meeting is a de novo public hearing to hear a request on the following legislative items: a text amendment to the Josephine County Rural Land Development Code amending Article 76, Wildfire and Emergency Safety Standards, and a text amendment to the Josephine County Rural Land Development Code amending Article 83, Erosion Control.
Dale Matthews, Transcripts. This is about profits versus safety. Deputy Chief Charlie Chase from the State Fire Marshal's Office said to the commissioners, rather than rediscovering or reinventing the wheel,
rediscovering or reinventing the wheel, everything that you're agonizing about is already set forth in code.
he said the fire code gets readopted. It's the best practices.
The fire code gets readopted. It's the best practices. If something bad happens, you guys, as a body, can say, wait a minute, we didn't think we were smarter. We went with the best practices called the Oregon Fire Code. Instead, when you start carving things down and modifying this and changing that and lessening this, you're in essence assuming some of the liability should the right person ever say, how did you allow this to happen?
Bill Matthews testified for, I guess you kind of pinch it for Charlie Chase, but I don't think we should accept Charlie Chase's testimony by way of a third party.
Well, anybody can testify about anything they want. It's the discretion of the board and how much
Okay. That's up to you.
we so, thank you.
Division Chief Kevin Smiley, Illinois Valley Fire District. I'm here today opposing the new standards of wildfire and emergency safety standards. They just don't comply enough with what we need. I've been teaching defendable space for over 8 years, and I teach 100 feet all the time. What they talk about living and discontinuing ladder fuels is extremely important in the secondary. So we don't have a fire that is running in the treetops versus a fire running on the ground. We can fight the ones on the ground, we can't fight the ones in the treetops. It's just evacuation. And it will go faster than anything we can control. The LDAC committee had no fire experts on this panel. They did have the ODF state laws that they had with them, but when it came down to having any kind of fire experts at the Planning Commission, ODF refused to show up and answer any questions for them. But all the other fire agencies were down there telling them that Article 76, the wildfire and emergency safety standards, were already a compromise. Not saying that it's perfect, it's written state. I wasn't there when it was put together, but my department does adopt the fire code, and we do follow the fire code in our district, and I'm trying to not have conflicting standards between the county and our district for fire protection.
Question. Is there a consensus amongst Josephine County fire providers or private business providers as to these standards?
76 standards?
Yes.
For the most part, yes.
So there is no consensus?
There is a consensus